Hi everybody, this is HP and today I want to talk about timing in rock guitar. It could also be timing in general on the lead guitar, but in rock guitar I think this is pretty simple to start and to get more into complex things because rock is pretty much a steady beat, as you can hear. And timing is very essential. And so on, stuff like this. Some of you might like to hear this or not. Timing is probably even more important than the material you're playing, because if you cannot play precise, it doesn't have any effect. It really has to be on the point, especially in rock guitar. Really you have to play as steady as possible, and it's a very good example and a very good exercise for you to work on the timing of your lead guitar. Because you can play as fast as you want. If you're not on the perfect timing, you sound like shit, actually. Not really like shit, but nobody really, somehow people listen and maybe they think it sounds nice, but it doesn't make any sense. By the way, one of my teachers very long ago told exactly that to me. I remember at my first lesson, he said, play something from you. Then I played something very fast, and he looked after. I was very proud when I finished, and then he looked to me and said, sounds nice, but it doesn't make any sense. And this thing he said to me kept me going for, I think, 1 or 2 years. So I wanna really keep you away from this experience. So follow this tutorial. This is a very common thing I often talk about, and it's not so easy as you might think. First exercise to play or to work on the timing. Select the track of your choice, and now you can play anything you like. In this case, it's E minor pentatonics. And you only play quarter notes. What does it mean? So I first take the slow track. I have a faster track and a slower track. So this is the track. So tempo is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So this is the tempo. And now you can play anything you like, but always on the downbeat. You can also, you don't need to play all the time, but whatever you play on the beat. See, I really was playing exactly on the quarter beat. This doesn't only mean that you play on the quarter beat, also try to make music with this. And this is not so easy as I think. I think 99% of all players I was teaching or in workshops, I always did this little lesson here, or this exercise, and actually everybody failed on it, to only play quarter notes. That means you just play on the beat, or you make a pause, maybe for 1 or 2 beats. And what is even more important, especially when you work with delay, you also end the note on the beat. That means if this is the tempo, 1, 2, 3, this is the tempo, see? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Exactly on the beat you end it up, because then the delay repeats itself on the quarter beat. Once again, let's check it out. Of course, the delay has to be set on this tempo. Also make any kind of bendings, vibratos, harmonics. It doesn't matter what you're playing, only on the quarter note. And some of you really experienced might have noticed that one note I played before was not on the quarter note, it was on the offbeat. And this leads us to the second exercise. And really be consequent on practicing this stuff. It really will help you a lot to get a better timing. Second timing signature is the 8 notes, so these are 2 notes per beat, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and some of you might be are into alternate picking, so it's really 1 and 2 and 3. Always downbeat is downstroke, upbeat is offbeat. So same thing again now with 8 notes. Be very precise. And to control that you are precise, sorry, I have something in my throat. Now it's gone. I have a much more smooth voice now. This is also very important exercise, and really focus on the alternate picking thing, that down, and that you connected your foot and your hand. You can also whip a little bit. Don't make it too hard, because then you look like an idiot, or you make like this. But this really helps you to feel where the downbeat and the offbeat is. And maybe now think, I mean, this still sounds like nothing, but this was a slow track. Now this was 105 BPM. Now if we do this exercise on 130, it's a different story. See, it's faster. 2, 3. See? A lot of rock tracks are pretty fast, and then when you play really precise 8 notes, I mean, you sound great if you can make music with it. Always try to make music. I mean, today I'm not talking so much about licks, I'm just talking about timing. So you can play anything you like, but play it on the quarter note, then play it on the 8 notes. And the very sophisticated listeners of you might have noticed I had a note which was wrong. There I played 16 notes. This leads us to the next step. So we have the third timing signature now, 16 notes. First practice on the slow track. So 16 notes, to remind you, now are 4 notes per beat. So taka taka, so taka 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 taka. First we make on the slow track. Here you already hear it, 16 notes. Taka 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 taka. So you can. You can play these 16 as you like, as I played pull-off lick, hammer-on licks, or you can play just like normal chord, the normal scale X. Just play it in 16 notes. Play whatever you want, or on one string. You have to also be very precise, taka taka taka, like I don't know, whatever, like a machine, taka 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 taka, very precise and a little bit staccato. This was now pretty slow, 105. When we're moving to 130, gets a complete different story. Taka 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 taka. Same thing in 130. See, that's already pretty fast. But the cool thing is with this rock stuff, even if you don't have the technical ability to play that fast, it doesn't matter, because you're very safe and very cool when you only play 8 notes. But concentrate to have a perfect timing than to play runs you cannot control. That is my message for you. And because then you still sound great. And at the end, it's the mixture of these 3 time signatures which really makes the cool thing. I mean, I'm gonna mix it up now. Just these 3 time signature. First, quarter and 8 notes. Now we add some 16 notes. And so on. This was now on the fast track. On the slow track, if this is too fast, just show the difference. Same thing. It's much more relaxed, but still be precise. That's too slow now. Once again, I mean, this sounds like more complex rhythm. It's more, of course, the rhythm is more complex, which I play now. But but I really practice the basic timing signature, and if you have them really precise, you can just let go and play, and you're always on timing. Now for the advanced players of you, of course, there's a 4th rhythm signature, even more if you want, but then it gets really heavy. But we take the 32th notes as well. So even double time with the 16 notes, if you want. Then you switch to tremolo picking. So practice that first one or that. On the 32 notes, it's very important that you get out exactly on the beat, because then you have this effect. That's why if you didn't do the exercise on the quarter notes, you will miss the quarter note here to get out of the 32th notes. Exactly on the beat. That was a slow one now. Let's go to the 130. Holy crap, I hope I can do it. Let me see. So, it can work, yeah. Yeah, that shit is really fast, but it works. I mean, these are the 4 main timing signatures which are used in rock guitar, hard rock guitar. And if you can work with them very precise and really work with them musically, not like an exercise, really focus on the practice work on getting these timing signatures down, that you have a feeling for it when they start, when they end. And this is the point where you want to go. Once you have that, you can play even more complex stuff or more technical stuff, but you're always on timing, and that's what this lesson is about. You can pick any track you like, any key you like. I mean, today it's not about licks, it's only about timing. Work out first the slow tempos and faster tempos. You can go up even to 170 BPM or 200 if you want. I mean, if you're fast enough, as I said, always saying in other lessons, it's not about speed, it's about timing. If you're not, you can play as fast as hell. If you're not on perfect timing, sounds nice but doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I think we have it now. I hope you enjoy this lesson here, and really don't underestimate, especially the advanced players among you, don't underestimate that those exercises on the quarter notes and on the 8 notes, because these are really the essentials of your timing. And if you're not able to control your quarter notes and feel where the downbeat is and where the upbeat is, how can you play faster in a precise manner? That's my message of the day for you. I hope it's not too crazy for you. It's just another way of seeing your timing and signatures and all that stuff. Not too much into licks, you have to play it exactly like this. Get a feeling for the timing. You need to feel it. If you have to count, you're lost. You need to feel it. Work till you feel it, and then you're ready, and then you can just let the dog run and then go. That's the main thing. Enjoy it, and we see us on Christmas or wherever. Bye.